In a remote village tucked away in the deep wilderness of Kalimantan, where the sun seems hesitant to pierce through the thick canopy of ancient trees, lived a woman named Sekar. She was known for her gentle beauty, yet she carried a profound psychological fragility within her soul, the result of a long series of misfortunes that had plagued her family. Sekar's life descended into an impenetrable darkness when she was betrayed by the man she loved. He was a wanderer who promised her a future filled with hope, but instead, he left only a stain of shame within her womb. Driven by a coward's fear of social exile and traditional sanctions. The man decided that the only way to protect his reputation was to erase Sekar and the unborn life she carried. On a misty night beneath the towering canopy of a giant banyan tree whose roots hung like the tangled, thirsty hair of a hungry giant, he trapped her. With hands that trembled, not from regret but from cold, calculated hatred, he struck. He plunged a sharp blade into Sekar's womb, destroying a life that had never even been given the chance to see the light of day. Crimson blood flowed heavily, soaking Sekar's white kabaya until it transformed into a terrifying, deep red shroud. In her final breaths, Sekar did not offer a prayer for mercy. Her fading eyes stared directly at her betrayer, emitting a glow of vengeance that transcended death itself. She was buried by force beneath the suffocating roots of that banyan tree without a ceremony, without honor, hidden away as if her body were nothing more than trash to be forgotten by the world. Time passed, but the earth beneath the banyan tree was never truly silent. The village began to be gripped by an atmosphere that was solemn and oppressive, a heavy weight that pressed upon the chest of every inhabitant. The wind blowing through the banyan branches no longer sounded like the rustling of leaves, it sounded like the pained whimpering of a woman in agony. The first sign of her return was the sudden, overwhelming scent of jasmina fragrance, so sweet it was suffocating, which, in a matter of seconds, turned into the nauseating stench of fresh metallic blood. The Red Kuntilanak is not a ghost, born of tragedy alone. She is the manifestation of a debt that the universe has decided to collect, unlike the common spirits of the forest. She is a peak predator in the supernatural chain, and her presence signifies total destruction for her target. This transformation from beauty to a formless monster creates a visceral, uncanny valley effect that shatters the victim's sanity. Her red gown represents an active, burning danger and anger that refuses to be absorbed by the soil. It is a physical presence that is heavy and wet, unlike the ethereal or transparent spirits of Western folklore. We feel a dual horror, the fear of her brutality and the horror of the human cruelty that gave her birth. This is an existential horror where the ghost is merely a reflection of the moral decay in the real world. As the night deepens and the betrayer will soon learn that blood spilled and injustice does not vanish, it waits.